Kingsley.
Hey, you alright?
To start off, we've got Dean Kamanga wondering how you're keeping fit during this lockdown with no games.
At the moment, I'm going on bike rides, going for walks, and yeah, that's what I'm doing at the moment, just to try and keep myself fit.
Has Miller's kept in contact with you during the lockdown, or is it just do your own thing, kind of?
Yeah, no, I've kept in contact with him. I speak to him on a weekly basis, and I update him in terms of stuff that I'm doing. And yeah, he's very supportive, and he says if I need anything, just let him know.
The next one, it comes from Ty Newton, who said he's your apparent idol. He said he's beat you in a 50-50, but who's the best tackler in the squad?
I would say the best tackler, Nathan Smart.
Nathan Smart, interesting one. Is he the tough guy?
He makes it out to seem that way, but not really.
To be fair, most of the questions seem to be quite with people, your teammates, being quite obsessed about beating you. Joe Gators asked, who's quicker, you or him?
Gators, it's unbelievable the fact that he actually asked the question.
Did not even come close?
I'm obviously a lot faster than him. I think I'll beat him jogging if he's sprinting.
Sticking with the teammate theme, Jamie's asked a bit of a cheeky question. He's asked, who's the longest in the shower?
Anis.
Ooh. Obviously, Dom and Anis have come into the team this year. How have they impacted Hartley Whitney?
It's been very good. They bring a different dynamic into the midfield, and on and off the pitch. And whenever I'm playing, they'll look for me, and vice versa. So it's been very positive. Would
you say the distribution is their key part of their forte?
Yeah, work rate and distribution, I would say, yeah, for sure.
Do you think Anis might need some more shooting practice?
Definitely some more shooting practice, 100%.
Miller's brother has cheekily asked, do you find the manager to be generally boring?
Not at all. He does the best he can do in his own way. Every manager is different, but yeah, no, I like what he does and how he controls the players and everything else.
What type of manager is Miller's?
I think he's more reserved. Doesn't talk too much unless he needs to. But yeah, no, I like his manager stuff.
Like
yeah.
Barking and Hanwell. What were his words? What were the motivating words to you?
He just said what we needed to do in terms of play our football, stick to our strengths, and do more of what we should be doing instead of doing stuff that we haven't been doing during the season and which we're not good at. And yeah, just getting back to basics.
Like a Jurgen Klopp way, loves a hug.
Millers loves a hug, for sure.
Carrying on with Miller's, he seems to love to play on the left side. Courtney Austin asks, do you prefer playing on the left out on the wing, or do you prefer playing more centrally?
Most of my career, most of the time I've been playing, I've played through the middle. Most of the time on the shoulder, holding up the ball. And recently I've been playing most on the left, on the right, through the middle. But I want to like the wider role. I have more freedom to express myself. As long as I'm getting the game time and I'm able to do what I need for the team, then I don't mind where I play. And with Miller's, you take good or bad. He will tell me if I've gone wrong. He will tell me when I've done something well. And that's what I like about it the most.
One of my favourite performances was against Hanwell Town. But Sam Barlett wants to know, what's your favourite game in a Hartley shirt?
I would say Hanwell as well. Because it was a difficult game. We made it hard for ourselves. It was 3-1 down at half time, and it was looking like we was going to be out, and we ended up going through to the next round as well, because it was a cup game. Like, you don't want to come out of the cup game, so it gives you that hunger, that extra desire to go and win the game.
Leon is wondering, what's your favourite thing about Hartley Whitney?
I would say the supporters. The support that Hartley gets is fantastic. I just like how close-knitted everyone is in the village itself.
Do a bit of coaching with the youth team, don't you?
Yeah, I've done it before, yeah.
How much do you enjoy it?
I enjoy coaching in general, and coming from London, where I do coaching in London with kids, and going to Hartley was a different experience, and it was really good. It was something that I would like to do again. I liked it that the kids were fantastic. They was really energetic and enthusiastic about everything, and they made me feel really welcome.
Have you enjoyed the players that have made it up to the first team, like James Bootcamp? Have you enjoyed watching them come in and grow?
Yeah. James is a funny guy, man. He's very funny. He's a very good player. He makes me laugh all the time in the changing room, and we get along and we push each other. If he comes on, I'll encourage him and push him. When I'm playing, he'll encourage me on the sideline. It's really good having him in the changing room.
What is the changing room like at Hartley Whitney?
It's mixed. It's mixed emotions. It's good. I really like it in terms of the morale and how everyone is. Everyone's really nice to you. When they're on the pitch, they're encouraging. And everyone wants everyone to do the best they can do in order to obviously win the game of football.
Considering from the questions I've had in today, there seems to be a bit of a rivalry.
Rivalry is always healthy inside the changing room. If everything was good and fine, then there'll be no problems. I think rivalry pushes everyone to be the best they can be.
You've obviously done a bit of coaching, and Duncan Swan sent in a picture of you in the rain with a brolly, and he was wondering, will you be more like Millers, or will you be like Steve McCallum?
I think I'll be in the brolly. I think I'll rather the umbrella in the rain.
Do you think you'll be a tracksuit manager then, or a suit and booted kind of manager?
Tracksuit all the way.
Don't fancy a bit of smart?
Nah.
Noah was wondering, how long do you plan to stay at Hartley Whitney? What's the dream? What's the future for Kingsley ESHUN?
Playing league football in this country, or playing in professionally in another country. But it all depends on timing, you know. Unfortunately, we're in really bad circumstances, which has stopped football. But hopefully, I'll still be at Hartley when football resumes back, and then we'll just take it from there.
How far are you hoping to get with Hartley Whitney as a football club?
Hopefully aiming to get promoted, go to the playoffs, and try and push to get promoted into the division above.
Cameron Swan is wondering, who is your footballing role model?
Romelu Lukaku. That's someone that I've based my game around. That I watch clips of him before I'm playing a match or when before I'm training. It's something that it's relatable to me. Someone that's relatable to me for sure. Yeah, it's just literally his attributes. I feel it's quite similar to myself.
If you could have a five-a-side team of your role models and heroes, who would be in it?
Okay, in goal, I think I would have Van der Sar, Rio Ferdinand at the back. Next to Rio Ferdinand, I'll have Nemanja Vidic. In the midfield, yeah, in the midfield, I think in the midfield I'll put Michael Essien.
Yep.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
If you had to pick a Hartley Whitney five-a-side to go up against those five,
yeah,
who would be in it? Would Joe Gate make the list? Could he keep up with Ronaldo?
I might put him on the bench, to be fair, but I'll be in it. I think I would have it. I would have Dom in the midfield as well. I have Dreji at the back, Luke in goal.
Would you not go for Ty in goal? I've seen him in the warm-ups.
No, I wouldn't have Ty in goal at all. You can't save nothing. Would have Arj. 5 at the back, go on the counter-attack.
To be fair, you've got some pace up there. I would fancy your chances. When you were growing up, who was the player that you looked up to?
When I was growing up, the player I looked up to, I would say Les Ferdinand, Andy Cole, Dwight York.
Obviously, Dwight York and Andy Cole were quite a partnership. If you were up front, who would you have alongside you? Who'd be your dream player? Obviously,
Hartley.
Yeah, Hartley.
Yeah, be Arj, man. Arj, he has a fantastic work rate and he does a lot for the team.
When you come back after this lockdown, what is the main target?
Hopefully, if it carries on and we're able to play, the main target would be to get promoted, to get into the playoffs or automatic promotion, and yeah, just go up. That's the main focus at the moment.
Well, thanks for joining me today, Kingsley.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure. I'll see you soon, hopefully back in a Hartley Whitney.
Hopefully.
Have
hopefully.
a good weekend, pal.
Thanks, you too. Take care. Have a good day.